Welcome back to Adventures with Lilu. In today's video, I'm travelling in style on this brand new DYU e-bike. Come with me as I put this little city commuter through its paces, test it out on all terrains and give you a full review on what I think to it.
Last week, DYU reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to review an electric bike. Great! I've never used one before, so yes, of course I agreed. And they gave me an option of 4 different ones. I chose this one, which is the DYU AF1, the city commuter. And the reason I chose it was because it's completely foldable. It weighs just over 21 kilo, and you can also strap luggage onto the back of it because it's got the pannier frame, which is really helpful. So I agreed to take on this little bike and put it through the tests. I went to Tissington in the Peak District on Saturday, and then I took it out more locally to me along a Riverside towpath in Nottingham. And I've had 2 amazing days and it's been so much fun, and I wanted to test this bike out on all different terrains, even though it is technically a city commuter. So this little bike, it packs a serious punch. It's only got 16-inch wheels, so they're not massive, and it does take a little bit of getting used to if you're used to like a normal size bike. The handlebars and the seats are completely adjustable. It's, as I say, it's got 16-inch wheels and only 1 gear, but seriously, I was a little bit put off by that to start with. But actually, since I've been cycling the last 2 days, I can't complain at all. I really thought I would do. I really thought I'd want more gears, but now I understand a bit more of how the electric bike and the pedal assist works. You don't need gears. It's so easy to cycle with this thing. So, as I say, I've got footage from both days to show you, but I did take the bike for a little bit of off-roading, not on purpose, and DYU probably won't be happy with me if they found out, but as you'll see in the video, I went over speed ramps, down a muddy lane with potholes, over a grass field. I really wanted to test it out. I went on a gravel path. It managed all of it easily. The seat, it's really comfortable. I hate bikes. Honestly, I love cycling, but I hate the saddle soreness that you get the next day from sitting on these seats. But honestly, this one, it's got quite a tough sponge to it, but it's also got these springs underneath, and the suspension is absolutely great. To say I went speeding over speed ramps at full throttle, honestly, my ass was saved. So I'm going to show you this little bike in more detail, and then obviously I'm going to show you out and about what I got up to at the weekend. First things first, we need to fold the pedals in, and all you need to do is squeeze it inwards and then flip it up like that, dead easy. Again, this side, just squeeze the pedal in and then flip it up, okay? Next, what we're going to do is drop the handlebars. This big lever here, you have to use a bit of force, like that, and then the handlebars just gently fold down like that. Next, we want to drop the seat down, so you just pull this lever out, drop it down, and you'll see why we do that in a moment. So next, we want to fold it in half, so we lift up this little clasp, and then open this, like so. Okay, so now for the slightly tricky bit where we fold the bike in half. So, make sure the pedals are away from the handlebars, and then just gently fold it, and the wheels should move together. You can use the seat to lean on, put the stand up, and then literally just fold it in 2 like that. And that is it. There is a Velcro strap that holds the bike together, so when you pick it up, it stays together. But other than that, that's ready to go in the boot of your car. Okay, now it's time to put it back together. So, this is where you need to get hold of the bike, both ends, and literally just open it out. And then close the clasp and drop that down. And then just put it back on its stand. Next, you want to lift the handlebars and literally just squeeze them into place. Open the seat clasp, bring it up to height, about there. Close that down, and then flip open the pedals, and you're done, you're ready to go. You can also adjust the angle of the handlebars so you don't have to reach too far for the brakes, and that's using this one here. Just lift it up, twist the handlebar to the position you want and then drop it down. And then you've also got another clasp here to raise the handlebars up to the correct height. And you've also got a little reflector on here as well as the power LED screen. And I've used this bike for 2 days now, and you can see how much power it's still got. You've also got the throttle, which I'm not going to turn because the bike's switched on, and that'll be interesting. But you've also got a horn, which is really super loud. And then you've also got a front light, and that only works when you've got the power on. But you've also got a brake light that works when either of the brake levers, the light comes on. Now that's really good because you've got disc brakes on both wheels, and it stops so easily. Full disclaimer, I was sent this bike for free to test out and review for DYU, and I'm really grateful that they gave me this opportunity. Now this review is a completely honest one. I'm not gonna talk crap. If I think the bike's rubbish, it's rubbish, but you'll see from the smiles on my face when I'm riding this bike. Honestly, I've spent 2 days testing it out on all different terrains. Let me just quickly explain. You can either ride it as a normal bike without the power button, and it's actually a really smooth little bike. It's only got 1 gear, it's only got 16-inch tyres, but that doesn't hold it back at all. It's a really, really smooth, comfortable ride. If you find that you're cycling and your legs are getting a bit tired, or there's a bit of an incline that you want to avoid, you literally just press the power button on, keep pedaling, and you can literally feel the bike just takes the strain out of the pedaling for you. So you're still pedaling, nobody would know that you're getting any assistance, but it's like pedaling through cotton candy fields. It's so smooth and effortless. And then of course you've got the third option, which is full throttle. If you're feeling tired and you need a bit of a rest, or you just want to have a bit of fun, pull that throttle back, and it goes so fast. Well, okay, 15 mile an hour, it's not loads, but downhill, I can imagine it goes really, really fast. Now, one thing I haven't done is really test it out on any hills, but I'm gonna keep using this bike. Guaranteed this bike is gonna feature in more videos because I absolutely love it. No jokes aside, this bike, honestly, I am very impressed with. I've never used an e-bike before, and I was always a bit dubious about them, thinking, oh, I don't know, is it just gimmicky? Honestly, this bike is going to get me outdoors on a bike more and more because I'm so unfit. I've had an office job now for 2 years. Before that, I was a bus driver. I used to be a personal trainer. It's shocking how low my fitness levels are, but this is going to encourage me to go outside. And the fact it can pop it into my car, no problems, and it takes literally, seconds to set up? There is no excuses now, is there? So yeah, watch this space. This bike is going to feature, and I'm hoping to take it bike packing as well. We'll see. Anyway, let's get on with the rest of the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you once again if you're new to this channel and you've subscribed. I hope you enjoy it. I don't normally do review videos, but on this occasion I really wanted to test this out, as you can imagine. But yeah, if you like adventures, solo hiking, wild camping, all that sort of good stuff, hop on the channel, have a look at the rest of my videos. We'll be doing a lot more this summer. Can't wait to show you. Let's get into the video.
So I've just arrived at the Riverside car park. I'm going to get the bike out and I'm going to bring it here so I can show you how easy it is to set up. Famous last words. Let's have a go. So, first of all, straighten her up, click that down, the latch down, lift the handlebars up, squeeze that, locked in place. I'm just going to put the stand on. Okay, I want to raise the seat up, about there. And that is just about it. So I forgot to mention that this little bike has cruise control as well. When you pull the throttle back and you hold it there for about 5 seconds, it literally just stays on. So you can go flying right down the road at a set cruise controlled speed. Oh, bear with me, I've got speed ramp. With one hand, with tiny wheels, but we managed it perfectly. I've just come over a load of potholes actually, and honestly, it was a really comfy ride. So I'm actually really impressed with this little bike. It flies along, it's so easy to pedal. Even without the electric, it's a nice little bike just to ride. Obviously, the electric pedal assist, all you have to do is, nearly lost the camera there. All you have to do is turn the bike on and then just start pedaling, and within a few seconds you can just feel the going off-roading. I shouldn't be doing this on a city commuter bike, but hang on. Bear with me. Oh no, it's really muddy. Oh no, why is it so muddy down here and I can't steer one-handed? Oh no, it's really wet down here. Okay, hang on. Head is looking a little bit wet. It's been fine all the way down here, so what I'll do is I'll cycle a bit further and then I'll come back to you. To this side of Nottingham before. Well, I have, but not this far up the river. I never knew they were there. So now I'm out of the mud slick, which I must admit, this bike, what have I got? Why does this keep doing that? What's going on? I've got a twig stuck to me. Okay, it's all kicking off. My selfie stick's gone a bit weird. It's wobbling all over the place, so bear with me. What I was trying to say was, now I've got through the mud slick, which this little bike handled really well. And you know what? Because it's got mud guards front and back. Christ. Because it's got mud guards front and back, I got no mud on me. Normally I'd be sprayed all up my legs with mud, but nothing at all. Brilliant. My new trainers are nice and clean. I feel so awkward filming while I'm cycling. There's some proper hardcore cyclers around here and I feel a little bit of a fraud on my electric bike, as well as filming myself. I feel a bit of an idiot, but we'll press on. I've not been this far down well, we're not near the river so much now, but I've never been down here before as far as I know, and it's a lovely bike ride. So apparently if I cycled to that car park it would have taken half an hour on the bike, so that's not too bad actually. I never really considered that. I thought just put it in the back of the car and drive, but actually once I get better at it, and after yesterday's cycle, I must say my bottom is a little bit sore, a little bit saddle sore, but not too bad. My legs aren't aching too much. I'm sometimes using the pedal assist and sometimes I'm just cycling normally, because it's nice to actually do a bit of exercise, isn't it? But as I explained, as soon as you press that power button on, you start pedaling and the bike just helps you along, so it just takes the strain out of pedaling and you start whizzing along. Or you can go full throttle, pull the throttle back and the bike will just zoom along.
and if you hold it for about 5 seconds, the cruise control kicks in, so you don't even have to hold the throttle back, it just goes on its own. It's really, really fun. Look how pretty it is today. Look at the meadows now. Such a beautiful time of year when the sun comes out. Unfortunately, I think we're forecast rain after tomorrow. I think the weather's meant to change. I think up north it's already raining possibly, but down here we seem to have the best weather a little bit longer, which is quite fortunate. So I'm just trying to make the most of being out, but I have covered my shoulders and arms up today because I did catch the sun a little bit yesterday. So yeah, I thought it would be sensible. Although what isn't sensible is I'm not wearing a riding helmet. Completely forgot, didn't I? But I'm being very careful, cycling one-handed, filming while I'm cycling on a road, but I am trying to be very careful. I'm not going anywhere too busy with cars, so yeah, apologies. I should be wearing a safety helmet, safety first and all that. This is probably the worst place ever to come when you've got hay fever, but I can really smell it in these flowers, these white flowers I'm cycling along past, but it's just so pretty. But yeah, so far this bike is doing really well. I've got my little rucksack on the back with my water and camera bits in, and I've got the little one on the front that's got my phone and my keys and bits in, and it's not made any difference to the way. Okay, there's not much in the bags, but my next test will be to get some panniers and load the bike down and maybe go a bit further afield. I might even go for a wild camp with the bike. That would be exciting. So we're back on the road, heading back in the direction of the car. Cycling on tarmac is like a dream. This bike is so smooth and effortless to cycle. I'm having so much fun. It's made me realise that I need to get out on the bike more. Whether it's this bike or my mountain bike, this one will help me get fit with the assisted pedals. I've not tested this bike out on any hills yet. It's really flat around here, which has made it such a dream of a bike ride today. But let me see if I can find a hill to test it out on. I never even knew this was here. Never knew there were campsites around here. What I'm trying to do is get to Holme Pierrepoint, the water sports centre, because there's an event on today. If you don't know Nottingham that well, this is a great place to visit, especially if you are into water sports, but even if you just like watching them, it's great fun. Try going up here. To mention, the other cool thing about this bike is it's got remote central locking. All you need to do is press the lock button, and I don't know whether you heard that whistle. That means that the alarm is going off, so you can lock it by pressing it once and then unlock it, and once it's locked the bike just won't go. The electric won't work on it. So yeah, really handy. I've got 2 sets here and I completely forgot I had them. So I haven't got a decent bike chain for this bike yet, but this is just a little added extra that I really think is cool for this bike. Anyway, I'm done here, so I'm going to head off back towards the car now, see what else we can find along the way. Test it out on some rough terrain. surprisingly smooth actually. To say it's not a mountain bike. Ugh. And it's bumpy, it's handling it pretty well. Tick. Job done. Now, I'm not going to lie, it is easier to set the bike up than to put it away, for me anyway. And it is a bit of a lump to put in the car, but the fact that that's very small negatives to say how useful the bike is, how comfortable it is, it's just amazing. It's an amazing little bike. I'm absolutely chuffed to be able to have this opportunity to test it out. And yeah, I've tested it on all sorts of terrain. The only thing I haven't tested it is with luggage on it, or lots of heavy luggage at least, and uphill. So we'll obviously be looking to test that out over the next few days as well. I'm definitely going to be using this bike in more videos to do with my adventures, depending on obviously what I'm doing. But for now, it's absolutely boiling hot in this car. I hope you've enjoyed this little cycle trip out. I don't like to do review videos very often, but this was something special I really wanted to share with you. And I do think it's great for people who enjoy the outdoors because it just gets you that little bit further. So yeah, I'm going to head back now. I'm going to get some lunch and then an ice cream, and I'm going to spend some time in the garden, I think, while it's such a lovely weather. I hope you're having a lovely week, and I hope you got a chance to enjoy the weather before it changes, I think, in the next few days. And I'm looking forward to filming the next adventure. So that's it for me today. It's boiling hot. I need to get going. I hope to see you again soon on the channel. Thanks ever so much again for your support. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop me a comment. What do you think about this bike? I'll see you soon. Goodbye.